Technology has become such a major usage in almost everything in today's society, and there isn't a part of this media process that hasn't not used an aspect of technology. One of the most dominant uses of technology in the project is Blogger, which is the centre of the whole project. On Blogger, I was able to post the entire progress in an order that shows a clear development of personal skills improvement, as well as the music video product development. Blogger allowed me to post research and develop in many ways in which I was able to bring in other technology uses in the process. It organised my work clearly with the link of labels on the side for quick access. Along with this, other people were able to comment on posts in order to evaluate and give opinions and criticism on my progress. I could also personalise Blogger in a way that fit with my genre of music. One of the main advantages of Blogger is that when the project is completed, you are able to look back on where you started to notice how you've developed through the course and what you've learnt. Other technology used, which I interpreted and cross-linked into Blogger, was Prezi, Animoto, Scribd, Photoshop, and Animatic. Each of these programs allow me to express my research in different, more advanced ways, which has an added effect of professionalism to my work. Prezi is ideal for analysing and presenting small researches, as you can quickly look through it. Animoto is an advanced way to make a mini video clip which allows you to present images and words together efficiently with the added effect of music. This came in handy when creating the pitch, as I was able to present images of my desired effects for the video, as well as writing and music from the genre. The feedback we received from the pitch mentioned how detailed and clear it was. Evidently, this was only able due to the Animoto. With Scribd, I uploaded my work documents with my analysis of magazines. This presented the research in a professional way and allowed me to use more technology. Photoshop was a major technology use in the process. Not only did I use it to present work in a professional way, but I used it as part of practicing and developing drafts in order to help me create the correct effect and portray my artist through promotional products. Having Photoshop from an early stage also allowed me to find out more about what other features of Photoshop there are that I could bring into the products. In turn, this gave me many advantages when coming to create my fine art ancillary products, as I already had the initial ideas and designs created, so I just had to interpret them. Again, I was able to portray this process onto Blogger. Even though I only created an animatic once, it was an important stage into the development of the final video. This is because it presented each shot, drawn and written, to give the initial idea of how the project will look. Other technologies that came into this part of development was the use of an iPhone, Photoshop and Windows Movie Maker. With the iPhone, it allowed Katie and I to quickly take reasonably quality photos and upload them onto my laptop. I then edited any necessary ones onto Photoshop and uploaded them onto Windows Movie Maker. Windows Movie Maker was an important part in this stage of development, as Katie and I hadn't yet decided what program we wanted to edit the video on, or little did we know that I'd get a Mac halfway through the process. Movie Maker is a very simple, basic program and didn't take too long to use as it was only images. However, earlier on in the research, I spent many hours trying to upload and edit videos of research that I had conducted due to it continuously freezing and crashing. As well as Katie's iPhone, I also made use of my HTC by quickly taking snaps of any inspiration or development and uploading it efficiently and quickly onto Blogger. We also used phones for music to ensure we got the miming and pronunciation of the words correct throughout the whole film and development, as well as for quick communication with each other. The camera Katie and I chose to use was the Canon EOS 55OD, which was Katie's camera. Earlier on, I had already used a different camera for filming research. Also, later on when Katie and I went to go look for some locations, we took a camera with us to assess the quality and to actually try out our filming skills, which at this stage were not so good. With this footage, I again used Movie Maker to edit, which was very time consuming. Another technology that came into this was the use of YouTube. I wanted to upload the camera footage onto YouTube to assess whether it presented the professionalism well and was a good camera to use. In turn, this realisation of seeing our drafts on YouTube made us opt for the HD camera for the final video. Feedback we received from the footage quality was really positive, and without the uses of technology, we wouldn't have been able to assess all of the above. Focusing on the use of YouTube, it is the main source of publishing things, and it is an important way of in expressing things. Using YouTube is a major part of artist promotion, and I made use of this by creating an interview with the artist in order to reflect her personality more to fans. YouTube also allowed us to practice the lip syncing, which enabled us to see what actually looks real and what needs improving. It gave us an insight into how it looked finally. It also became a major part of research, and it allowed us to research other videos for inspiration, which further allowed us to use TubeChop to cut down certain clips and to clearly present the major implications of inspiration. Other technology used in terms of communicating were Twitter, Facebook and email, where Katie and I were able to quickly communicate, upload things onto our EFT Twitter and Facebook accounts to again promote the artist, and an email to transfer videos back and forth. Considering transferring the videos, due to them being such a high quality, we had to use an external hard drive to upload them onto my laptop for editing. On Blogger, we also had a Twitter link on the side of Eve's Twitter. Finally, moving on to the software we edited on. Beforehand, I was using Movie Maker, which is evidently not an advanced enough program to use for my final video. I knew a number of programs which I could use. These were Sony Vegas, Premiere and iMovie. Initially we chose to use Premiere, and with this After Effects, to create our desired effects. Premiere took a lot of getting used to start with. However, once you know the basics, you can just play around with getting to understand the rest of the program's qualities. Despite this, I then got a Mac halfway through the process. Although I had already begun editing on Premiere Pro, I had to consider that Premiere was just a trial, and if it runs out, I'll be left with an unfinished video. Therefore, I felt it a lot more liable to use iMovie. However, unfortunately, this resulted in me not being able to use the After Effects, which I felt would have been a great way to construct my video in the manner I wanted. Even though it seems a lot of hassle having to get used to new technology quickly and under pressure, I felt it advanced my skills of using technology, as I hadn't only just stuck to one editing program. The only downfall of this technology is that rendering takes far too long. Again, the uses of YouTube cross-links with the editing technology, as I had to upload it straight onto YouTube. A problem I discovered when uploading the draft from Premiere is that the quality of it was completely rubbish when I uploaded it onto YouTube. Thankfully, due to the continuous development of technology making things so much easier, iMovie had a direct link to uploading it to YouTube without the loss of quality. Clearly, without using all the different technologies of constructing my video, I wouldn't have been aware of what things could potentially impact my video in a negative way, i.e. poor quality. If I wasn't able to use any of these technologies, I wouldn't be aware of any problems that would have arisen, nor would I have been able to prevent them. I wouldn't be able to challenge myself to using each software, and therefore wouldn't have the developed knowledge I have now, and that I have gained from the whole process.